They'll go with a direct snap. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. He wants to change this route. Direct snap. There's a crease. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, the offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to...
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Spins away from the defense. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap. It's ball. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
How about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy, you can tell, chewing up yardage, puts him.
Gets away from one, finds room. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards. They're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll try to run with ball. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gator!
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Ready to try the point after. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one. Left for them to spend. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Direct snap. It's ball. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds his man. It's Watson. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Watson.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
And he will score! Touchdown, UCF! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stepping to the right. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Charles. Still on his feet at the 45. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And I don't know what the defense was doing on that play. He was wide open there, right in the middle of the field. Very easy for the quarterback to spot. And, guys, he caught the ball, turned around. There was nobody even near him, and he was able to go add to the damage after the catch.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They just keep firing. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. Maybe some room here. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Gators! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the two. On the direct snap, it's ball. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Back open in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Knights will hustle to the line.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fights off the defender. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running to Green. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Charles. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
With the catch, it's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Under fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
So the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion, and this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Just keep slinging it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half, but lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Pulls it in, it's Wade. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Punts it out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Knights! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Might be calling a hot route. On the snap, it's Floyd. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Snap to the back. And he's knocked down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Ball again. Here's a little room there. All the way. Touchdown, Florida. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll try to tack on 2. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Knights in the hurry up.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got out of trouble and throws. Complete out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rolling right and going deep. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
On the direct snap, it's Boyd. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. To the air, it's Barnett. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Then when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it, and he gets it off right here. Just a split second too late. You didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing and making a play down the field.
Here's a give to Watson. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. fourth down, going to the air. They got it. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Back to pass. Dances away. Fires to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The play-action fake. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's ball. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming in the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Back has it. Might have a chance. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Got a man, it's Charles. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long.